morning. Listen, you guys, it is early and this is what you guys wanted. And I want to make sure that you have what you need to function throughout your day. And so it's Life, Pastor Kyle. It's the Journey to a Winning Anyway Life, and I am your host for all things winning. Listen, you ask, I supplied. I didn't jump all the way back to 6:30. I said, let's go gradually. So 6:40, so we'll be like 15 minutes earlier. Hope you're getting up, getting yourself ready for work, preparing for everything that you're about to do for the day, preparing for the great things. Tawanda Lottie, good morning. Good to see you. And some will catch this later, which I prepared for that. It's going to be very good, y'all. I'm excited about it. So it's oftentimes that we make changes that people have to adjust. It's easy to make the conversation, but when the change happens, you have to readjust. So listen, come on in. Tawanda Lottie, let me know what's going on. How's that music and how's that sound? Hope everything is good. Brittany Long, good morning. God bless you. Deja Young over on YouTube. Hope everything is well. The lesson is going to be amazing. It's going to actually part 2 to planning your life to win. And most people do not do that. Most people, you got to plan your life to do it. Hello, Keith Young. I see he's over on YouTube as well. And so I'm just excited about the morning. It is Friday. It is Friday. Hello, Solomon. Good to see you, man. First Lady, how you doing? Good to see you. Listen, it's going to be amazing. I expect the rest of the people to jump on later when they find out that we're already on. And by that time, we'll be halfway done or majorly already done. We've talked so well about this planning the rest of your life to win. I just don't want to, I don't want to push too forward into planning your life. It'll connect with your spiritual life this morning. Hello, Maria Briscoe. Good to see you. So proud of you. I saw your class. I saw the session that you're having and that you've been having with on Wednesdays, Wednesday in the Word Wednesday. Amazing. God does some powerful things. That is exactly like him to tell you, hello, Kenneth Davis, that will take prayer out of schools. And it's funny that it takes almost said the devil, the enemy, to do so many things that people end up with prayer back in schools and now Bibles in school, now the 10 Commandments, and now you're able to have a session every Wednesday. Sometimes we get carried away thinking it's amazing. It's amazing, but it's the way that God does the end of the world. Hello, Campbell Sap, good to see you. Andrea Thomas, it's the way he does it. He says, for the end of the world, everybody will hear about who Jesus is. Everybody will hear who God is. What better way than to make sure he's in every school? So it's not just a good thing is happening in school. It's a good thing is happening, but at the same time, it's the good thing that's happening for the end. I'm stuck there, y'all. I'm sorry. I just can't get away from it. And people want you to, straddle the fence and play the game. I'm not. I can't. But while we're here, we're going to win. And against all odds, we're going to win anyway. Come on in, somebody. Rhea Briscoe, I'm proud of you. Again, listen, y'all, today's lesson, it's about planning to win, planning to live your life winning. Actually, part 2, really, y'all. Actually, part 2. Yes, it is eternity. Yes, my Lord, it is. And so God's setting us up for it. Whenever you plan your life to win, okay, I'll start there. Whenever you plan your life to win, I'm not started, but I'm starting to say somebody threw it on the line. It clicked me. There are 16 of you on here. Can all of you hit the like a love button one time, please? Go for it. Go for it. Hit that like a love button. Then go back and get dressed for work while this plays in your ear. While this plays. Good morning. Good morning, Lady Abraham. Good to see you. Deja Harris, good to see you. Whenever you start planning your life, you have to either plan your life based on a plan you received from your past that's still relevant, a plan that you received in your present that is meant for now. Hello, Naya Brewer. Or a plan that God gives you to prepare you for your future. In all those plans, when God gives a plan, you have to understand it is a plan that affects eternity. There's nothing God gives you that does not affect your bottom line. I'm going to add that in here. Your bottom line in eternity. Hello, Jasmine Darjean. I'm getting ready to talk about faith, finance, and focus for the month of October. Soup Celebration, we always teach about faith, family, and focus. But But in reality, God has to make sure you're good in your faith, in your family. I'm sorry, not your family. Faith, finance, and focus. Your family will line up if you just get your focus. We're going to focus on family. We're going to focus on our faith, our focus, and our finance. Our faith, our finance, and being focused. All these F's are going in my head right now. So when you're planning your life, God is planning your life. He's planning your life from eternity to make sure that you're able to get to through your present, through your future, and into eternity with the destiny He's designed for your life. And that's what's most important, that you'll plan the rest of your life prepared for what God's going to do with it. My goal is to have you to plan to win the rest of your life, which means things can happen. It's okay. Hey, Alan, good to see you, man. Things can happen, but some things won't happen unless you plan them. You won't take a vacation unless you plan. You won't buy a house unless you plan. You won't buy a car unless you get your credit right and plan. You won't go to the spa unless you plan. There are some things that don't happen in your life unless you plan. So when you're planning to live out your vows and days of expectation of your life, understand life has a way of making things work. You got it? And you have to push beyond where you are. So if I'm planning my life to live out my life, I want to live out the vows that I made to God and myself and out of my expectations. Hey, Vanessa Davis, good to see you. I want to live out of the vows that I made myself and to God. And I want to live out my expectations well. Hey, Tanita Allen, good to see you. This is a quick review, y'all. We get to our lesson. We're on our way there right now. It takes faith to plan because it takes you seeing beyond where you are. And when you have faith, you realize you have everything you need. It's been dealt to every man the measure of faith. So you have what you need. But you have to decide to live your life as a winner and not live your life complaining about things that you've been through and have done already. You got to live your life as a winner. And one thing about it, when you decide to live your life as a winner, you have to be consistent. Hello, Joel and Shelvin. Good to see you. You have to be consistent. Because before you can plan to win, oh man, I'm going this hard. Before you can plan to win, are y'all there? You have to plan to live your life winning. You can't just plan to win not knowing what it is. As you're being consistent, before you can really plan to win, you got to believe that you're worthy of winning. Before you plan to win, you have to believe that you're worthy of winning. Some people want to win, but they don't think that they're worthy. They want to win, but they're not willing to do what it takes. They want to win, but they're not consistent in pushing. When you really want to win, you have to believe that you're worthy of winning. Let's move forward a little bit in this lesson. Too many people build strategies, hey, Renika Bolden, without building self-belief. The strategies can work. She says, working on consistency, that has been my word, keeping it seeing. Come on, that's what you want. You want to work on that thing. You want to work on it. You have to be consistent with it. I hope this lesson blesses you. Yeah, Maria, you have to believe that you're worthy of winning. When you believe that you're worthy of winning, then winning becomes easier. What makes winning difficult is when you don't think you're worthy. What makes winning difficult is when you don't think that you're worthy. Then the enemy will start to make you believe that other people don't think that you're worthy. So you'll tend to think nobody's helping you. Nobody's there for you. Nobody will be there for you. When in reality, God's giving you everything in your faith that you need. But you have to tap into your faith. And you have to believe that you're worthy of winning. That's why I said that too many people build strategies and get programs off of YouTube and Facebook and build based on what other people are telling you you need and what you want to need and what you have to need. It's easy to build a strategy, but you can't build it without self-belief. You can't build a strategy without building you equal to the strategy. You can't have something you're building without building you, because then it will outgrow you, and then you will feel overwhelmed because you've built something bigger than the faith you have to handle it. Or I should say the life you have to handle it. I don't want to push out in faith yet. I'm already there. So here's the prophetic word from me. In your next season, you will be so disciplined that you won't respond to doubt. In your next season, you will be so disciplined that you won't respond to doubt. You'll be so locked into who you are, what you're called to do, and what you're building for you, the vision you've been given, that you will only respond to more discipline. You will only respond to directions. You will only respond to divine determination. Hello, Mr. Holloway, good to see you. You will only respond to discipline. You'll only respond to direction, and you'll only respond to divine determination. You won't respond to doubt. You won't be shifted by every wind and every doctrine that comes to your mind. In Jesus' name. Okay. That was good for me. Winning is not accidental. It doesn't just happen. It must be intentional. So I'm still praying that the next 3 months of your life is so intentional that it will shift your whole life and you'll be so different by the end of the year. I have goals for people who are around me. I pray that Super Celebration shifts people into another level of intentional living. I pray that our level of Thanksgiving shifts people to another level of intentional winning. I pray that by the end of the year that your life is shifted so well that you'll look back at yourself in the first quarter of next year and you'll say, I don't even know how I got here. I don't know how I got here, but I do trust God that He's pushed me in the last 3 months. The last quarter pushed me into the first quarter, where I'm in a place where I know only God can do it. So the next 3 months of your life, I pray that you live it out. Live it out well. Live out what you have planned. But if you have not planned, you can't live out anything if you have not planned. Live out what you've planned. Number 2, I pray that you live out what you prayed for. I pray that your prayers begin to manifest. And most of the time, prayers being manifested is not God giving you something. It's God giving you the discipline to produce something with your faith. And you have to be consistent. We have to stop praying for things and believing God's going to give us something. What God gives you is the desire to be consistent. He gives you the desires of your heart. Exactly. He gives you exactly that, the desires of your heart, whatever it is. God bless you, Dr. Law. We were on earlier today. We did a little earlier for y'all. We didn't go all the way earlier, but early enough. So I pray that God give you what you planned for. I pray that God give you what you prayed for. Good morning, Nicole Abbott, Minister Abbott. I pray God gives you what you planned for. I pray God gives you what you prayed for. And again, in prayer, He doesn't just hand it to you in your hand. He doesn't hand it to you in your hand. He gives you desire in your heart. So you're able to manifest it. So when you see that you have the power to do what it is you're called to do and birthed to do, you can do those things successfully. Next 3 months, I pray that you live out of what you planned, what you prayed for, watch this, and what you prepared for. Don't pray for it. Don't plan for it. And then you're not prepared for it. Got it? We're in a critical season of our life, not just because we're in church and Christendom, in everything, in seasons, in it's, actually, it's a new year on the Hebrew Jewish calendar. It's a new year. It's a lot of things shifting that Christianity does not lock into, because Christianity didn't give us that. And you have to know it's a new season, actually. It's a new setup. It's a new dispensation for us, if you will. Bless you, Lady Abraham. Good. I'm glad. Bless you. The rest of this year should be a year of intentional focus. Should not be a year where you play, where you think about it, where it's, you you plan vacation, that's fine. When you're not on vacation, your life should be intentionally focused. So I'm gonna quickly give you some points to strengthen your winning strategy. It's supposed to be coaching. I don't know how y'all pull me into this prayer thing, and I like it. It's okay. I'm gonna give you some points real quick to strengthen your winning strategy. So I came on early to get you off early. So what do I need to do to make sure that I'm strengthened for this next season while I'm going through this last almost 90 days, 3 months of the year? What do I need to do to make sure I'm strengthened for what's happening next? Strengthened for the strategy God's gonna give me to win in my life no matter what. Here it is, easy, real easy. You have to strategize beyond survival. You have to strategize beyond survival. Most people make plans facing something negative. Hey, Bree Piper. Most people make plans because of something negative or facing something negative. They'll say, man, I'm tired of being in this apartment, when the focus should be, God, I want you to increase me so I can have a better place to live. That's the positive side. We live out of what's negative. Every move we make it because we don't like somebody, so we do something. We don't do it because we're called to the assignment. Can't talk about that. That's too much right now. We don't move forward because we want to better ourselves. We move forward because somebody hurt our feelings behind us. And we've shown God that we don't have enough intestinal fortitude to stick through something that God had us in. So now we want God to move us to something better based on what we couldn't handle behind us. Past, present, future, eternity. So you have to strategize beyond survival. When you lived in the hood and you were poor and you wasn't wealthy, for those of you that were not wealthy, everything we did was kind of survival. So once you got your own apartment, everything you did was kind of survival. You ever seen people, let me talk to y'all. You ever seen people that make 6 figures and struggle? And you wonder how? Because they can't get out of a poverty mindset. No matter how much money you give them, they're gonna spend that money. Then there's another group of people who won't spend the money. They'll say they're saving it for a rainy day. So they will live an impoverished lifestyle, waiting for something negative to happen. I'm not referring to people who prepare by putting things away, putting money away for things and preparing for things. I'm referring to people who won't live life waiting for something to happen. And when it happens, they go, see? And I go, no, did you see that you pushed yourself into that? When if you would have done this earlier, when that happened, you wouldn't have been tripping. Okay, I'm gonna move. Y'all, we'll talk about this at our church. I was gonna have all the ministers to do something every Wednesday, and I forgot. This finance week. This is faith focus and finance week, a month rather. And I hope they're ready to assist. If they can't, we got to make sure that people are ready in their finance, more so in their faith, and really in their focus. Why? Because we're moving into a season where if you're not prepared, you can't expect anything. So here it is. How do I strategize beyond survival? I have to leave the mentality that everything is survival. And I have to start responding as if God is positioning me in abundance. Hey, Valencia. I have to plan for significance in my life. You got a canvas? I'm coming. I have to plan as if, watch this, I can't act like God is God and then walk in fear. I have to plan my life for the significance God is bringing into my life. Good morning, Manny. Don't just plan to make it better. What's up, Trisha? Happy for you, lady. Don't just plan to make it better. Okay, I hear you, Lord. A lot of things we've planned to make it better, but we didn't make it better to matter to us. We made it better to matter to somebody else. And sometimes you got to make it matter to you. How you say that? Because visions visions that God give you, and even your life vision, it's more than just having goals. It's more than having a journal. It's more than having challenges. A vision is more than making sure the bills get paid so the vision can come. It's more than that. It's impact in your own life. It's impartation in others' life. It's legacy for your name in your life. It's the influence that you have over people who don't even talk to you, who are paying attention to you. It is understanding that vision is way more than what you have. It's not just the bills and the goals and the challenges and the no. It's the overall big picture that God has in your life that you don't even see, because we're too busy planning the vision instead of understanding the impact of the vision. Okay, here we go. Hear me, somebody. I don't know who this is for. Your next level is not going to be about proving others wrong. Because if your next level is about proving others wrong, then you're operating in a level of revenge. I explained it fast at church. I'll explain it a little slower now. When you operate out of revenge, then it's you showing God the lack of forgiveness in your heart, the lack of compassion, no empathy. It's you waiting to prove them wrong because you believe more of what they said than what God said to you. Hey, Taika Lee. Your next level is not about proving them wrong. It's about you proving to yourself that God was right. And if you can't prove to yourself God was right, then the enemy will make you chase rabbits, trying to prove to other people that they were wrong. And you turn your back on God, and you'll face people trying to prove to them that you're wrong. Listen, when somebody has negativity in their heart against you or an offense, there's nothing you can say or do to make them believe that you're being positive. Everything you say and do, they will hear from an offensive place that will eventually come through the roots of their offense, which will end up being you sounding like you're offending and offensive. Hey, Lady Sanders, good to see you. Morning, Tisa Carr, good to see you as well. Hit your sister quick, if you can, if she's up driving. Your next level is not about proving others wrong. If you're living your life, help me somebody. If you're living your life, Lord have mercy. If you're living your life to prove to people, old family members, people who said you never be nothing, people who said you're raggedy, old husbands, ex-husband, boyfriend, baby daddy, mama, old job. If you're living your life to prove other people wrong, you're not living at all. You're literally dying. You're just not dying to self. There's a quote we like to quote. We quote it wrong. We always say, pride goeth before. Y'all want to finish it? I'll wait a minute. Let y'all finish. We'll finish this quick lesson real quick. Pride goeth before. What do we say? What do some people say? I'm going to see if y'all get it right today. Got to make sure we know word. Pride goeth before. The one, Aaron Fleeks. Pride goeth before. And sometimes pride will hold you too long. All right, Minister, we're going to learn this morning. Good morning, Sydney Morris. We're going to learn this morning. Maria, you said downfall. That. I'm not trying to be mean. That's incorrect. It says pride go before destruction. And we always hear pride go before the fall. No. The Bible says pride go before destruction. Watch this. And a haughty heart before the fall, which means there are levels to it. I know Maria's saying, we hear it all the time. Pride go for destruction. Jasmine, that's not it. That pride don't lead to destruction. I'm sorry, yes it is. Pride don't lead to a downfall. It is destruction. I'm sorry, you're right, Jasmine. Pride go for it. You got it? We always think pride go for the fall. If you in pride, you're gonna fall. No. Pride goes before you tear it up. And then when the heart don't want to fix it, that's when you fall. That's how it is. I got you, Maria. I got you. We hear it though, we hear it. We hear it. There are levels to it. God don't just tear you up, and God don't let you just tear up your life. But he tries to give you time to figure it out in between. Again, when you're building a whole life to prove everybody else wrong, you have to stop and ask yourself, what's my real motive? Because if I ask you what's your motive, if your motive tells me your heart never tells me God. It tells me they said I didn't do. They said I couldn't do. I'm making sure they are, and we turn our back on God because we're not doing what we do anymore for eternity. We're not doing it to make sure that our destiny is sure. We're not doing it because of the fact that we know we're called to do it. We're doing it to prove something to somebody who didn't believe in us. So we turn our back on all the people who do believe in us. Tell you something, I act like I'm slow sometimes. I watch people who their switch clicks on and off when they get around certain people. Bless you, Mr. Collier. They get around certain people and they switch, and they don't even know they're switched. But when they switch, it exposes their lack of intentional focus. And so you have to keep moving when you know it. Next thing you have to do, I've given y'all so many points in there, I want to go back and forth. You have to protect your plan with your boundaries. Now's the day you have to start watching who you tell what to, because everybody can't handle the kingdom vision God's given you. They won't understand it, so you have to protect it with your boundaries. People who are in your life and close to you won't be able to be close to you. They can only follow you by the Spirit of God. They can't be close because they themselves don't have what it takes for them. And when desperate times come and desperate measure come, people who say they love you or people who are close to you are the people who will take from you because they themselves don't understand what they're called to do. So then watch this. Your calling becomes their calling. What you do, they try and just do it and do it better. But they have no anointing, nor authority, nor power to do it. You got it? So here's where you push. That 36 of you on here, hit that like a love button real quick. We'll be off here in just a minute, I promise. Every winning plan needs protection. Hey, Mr. Mars. Every winning plan needs protection. Sometimes it means you have to say no to distractions. You have to say no to things that are self-damaging. And you have to say no to things that create a draining environment for you. And don't be afraid to say no. Sometimes it's difficult. Hey, Sarah Price, it's difficult. Have the hard conversation. Say, hey, listen, there's a little change happening, and I just can't do that no more. That's just me right now. And if the person really cares about you, they'll know what they'll say. Here's how they'll respond, Alicia. I understand. And sometimes they'll say, I've been feeling the same thing. I just didn't know how to say it. Or they'll get angry with you because you're messing up their manipulation. Listen, the enemy of execution is not just a lack of vision. The enemy of really executing, hey, Carmen Vargas, good to see you. The enemy of execution is not just a lack of vision. Sometimes the enemy of you executing is divided attention. I'll come again. The enemy of execution is not only a lack of vision. Sometimes people don't execute because of a lack of vision. They execute it because their vision is divided. They don't know which way to go. They don't know what thing to do because they have not taken time to plan and prioritize what's important to them. Hey, Shanique will call you. Good to see you. Some of you can go back and listen to this whole thing. It's not going to be long, but listen to it. I think you'll like it. The enemy of executing and doing things differently and doing things proper and doing things better, doing things well and doing things right is not a lack of vision. It's sometimes you have the vision, but you are divided in the vision. You're divided in what you want to do and what you should do. You're divided in what's popular and what they say. You're divided in how much it costs and how much you have. That's where your faith comes in, Trish. You are divided in, if I forgive, I'm gonna help you, Trish, watch this. Hey, Eula Lee, if I forgive, then they get off. And God goes, no, you're missing. You've been sitting in revenge. Let me have vengeance. Vengeance is when God gets tired. You move on with your life and give God glory, do his name. And then he takes care of them how he want to take care of them, because the goal should be not to destroy them. The goal should be that they find God through whatever it is that caused them to go through hell with you. Y'all got it? 40 of you on here, 32. Listen, those who are on here who have not liked the post, like or love the post, hit the like or love button, one of the buttons, hit one of the buttons. I don't care which one. Hit one of the buttons. And then here's how you do at the end of you executing. Here's how you do it. You must rehearse your wins daily. This is where I make enemies right here. You must rehearse your wins daily. I can see the positive in anybody, and people get so mad with me because I talk about the positive thing I see, and because they don't see it, then they rather go with their own vision or dream or their own sight. Hear me well. I want you to hear it coming out of my mouth. If a person's giving you positive things about you, and because you don't see it yet, you rather stay with your negative idea about yourself, eventually the person that's positive is going to move on to people who are understanding and able to receive and let the positive part. I'm gonna go back. I gave y'all something earlier. Your vision and your goals, or your life vision, should not just be about your goals, because most of your goals are copied off someone else's. We've not taken time to pray and find out what our goals are based on what we're called to do. So our vision is already skewed. It's already messed up because we've taken somebody else's goals and changed them on changed them and made them our goals. A vision is more than a goal. It is more than a challenge. It is more than your bills. What's up, Kevin Durden, man? Oh my God, that was one of the first drummers y'all I ever knew in my life in school. In church, I knew people in school. Dr. Justin Thomas, Mr. and Mrs., good to see you. That was one of the first drummers, man. I think your drum was red. Your snare drum was red. And then he lived down the street. My grandmother, his grandparents did. So, man, bless you. Good to see you. You see, this is the blessing of my life. These are 45, 50-year friendships. I've been knowing him since I was like, my grandmother's house, like 6 or 7. A.G. Hilliard, then one of the first drum. These are 45, 50-year friendships. If you don't have 45 and 50-year friendships in your life, well, some of y'all not that old yet. If you don't have those, evaluate why you don't have it. And so, man, bless you, man. Always been a support, always been a big brother from the service, from the army, from everything he's done to come back and remember people like me. So thank you so much, man. So again, vision is not just your goals, not just your bills, not just your challenges. Your life is supposed to have impact. It's supposed to have impartation for others. It's supposed to have legacy. It's supposed to have influence. And you don't have to know the people. Come on, I like that, Rosalind. She said longevity. Thank you. You're supposed to know what you're doing to life, so you don't have to know the people they are, but know that I'm laying good trails for people. Most of you are watching the Ruth and Boaz. Y'all watching it, but y'all not even seeing that Boaz left specific things on purpose for Ruth. Let me mess up some of y'all heads. It wasn't necessarily because he just liked how she looked. It was because, and there are two versions. There's one version on Tubi of Ruth and Boaz, I think it is, and then the other one is on, I think maybe Netflix or somewhere. You should watch both of them. Both of them are saying the same thing. It was the favor of God on her life, not just her looks. And some of y'all have gotten things because of favor, but you become common. And you feel you don't have to no longer be appreciative. But when God cuts it off and you have, it may not be nothing big, but little things, okay? When your pants burst and the person who's always been there with safety pins and pins are not there, you'll remember them. It's little things. You should always honor favor on your life. Okay, let me move forward. So you should rehearse your wins daily. if you don't rehearse the wins, make sure when you're around certain people that do rehearse your wins, you should learn how to make your negative self, my wife don't like this, say it anyway, shut up while you receive the positive things about yourself. In one of my coachings, I gave everybody, the thing I gave them to do was to tell me something quickly and positive about yourself. Quickly. And most of them all struggled. I was like, no, tell me 5 positive things about yourself right now, real quick, go. And they were like, because you know why? We don't look at what's positive about us. We look at what we can use to impress other people. And oftentimes what we impress people with is not really us. It's something we heard or something that we've done. What you've heard or what you've done is not you. Because if it is, then you are what you do. That's not true. So you have to rehearse your wins daily. I'm moving forward. Because winners practice victory before they ever see it. They practice how things will feel, how things will look, what would it be like. They practice, they prepare for it. They get things ready for what it is that a winner does. So they speak like a winner. Lady McQueen, good to see you. I'm sorry, Queen Benson. They speak like a winner. They think like a winner. They plan like a winner. If you speak like a winner, think like a winner, plan like a winner, eventually you will be one. The law of eventually will catch up with you. And somebody will say, you know what? You're a person who like to win. I'm going to put you on my team. Nobody wants to be on the team with a loser. And nobody wants to be on the team with somebody who thinks, I always lose. Well, guess what? I don't need to be around you, because if that's the case, you're heading to your next one. The reason why a winner speaks like a winner, looks like a winner, thinks like a winner, they eventually become one, because when they do those things, they're speaking from a place inside of them that's, that's internal. And if you allow your internal to connect with your eternal, then you will be able to have visualization. You'll be able to see the win, feel the win, experience the win based on your internal, seeing through your eternal. Man, I'm going too hard. Okay. Visualization turns faith into fuel. We don't just plan and talk about it. We have to do it. If you can see it consistently over and over and over, here's what's slow for me, for some people. It bothers me. You say you want a certain car. You start seeing it over and over and over and over and over and over again, and you never go look at it and never go apply for it. But you said, I don't want another car note. I smile at people like that and I go, you're slow, because you already have a car note. So why not pay a car note with a little extra to have what you need? My mom used to tell me that all the time. I don't want another car note. I said, you're already paying one. Watch this, let me help somebody. Your car's in the shop every other week. It costs you $500, $600, $700, every other month. It costs you $500, $600, $700. Divide your car note, and the $700 divided by 2 is $350. Add that to your car note, and what should you be driving? Most of you should have been driving something way better by now, because you've been paying the price. You don't take into account what you take to fix the car every other month. You don't divide that up by the months to find out what car note are you paying with a warranty that fixes itself, or lack of problems. Because you know why? We don't evaluate our lives. We say what sounds good to people. I'm behind no bills. I don't want no car note. And you can't go out to eat because of the bills you made on Amazon, and you don't even do anything with it. Okay. So if you can see it, eventually you'll become it. And then when you have consistency in your life, you'll start building things, here we go, intentionally. Your future is not going to respond to your wishes. Man, I wish I could do this. I wish I could do this. I wish. Your future will not and does not respond to wishes. It responds to executing plans. The rest of your year is too valuable to leave to chance. You need to plan. You need to plan, and you need to plan. You need to execute. The rest of your year, the rest of this year is too important because things are going to happen in the world next year. And before next year, you need to have planned your life so well that the kingdom has protected you, even when the government will not. Gotta let y'all go. That's my 30 minutes plus my time on. I'm out. It does not respond to your wishes. It responds to plans. So the rest of your year, it's time to be intentional. So today I want you to decide. I'm not just planning to win for a season. I'm planning to win for my whole life. I'm not waiting. It's not going to be a season. It's not my winning season. It's going to be my winning life. I can't afford to have seasons of winning and losing. I got a plan to win the rest of my life. And so even when I'm not winning, I got to trust that God's doing something specific to teach me a lesson so my next situation will not be as difficult. I'm planning to live life as a winner. I'm not going to live it based on what my mom said, what my dad said, based on what I've been through. I'm not going to live it based on my credit report, based on what I felt or heard about myself negatively. I'm going to live my life through my prayers, my purpose, and the things I was created for. Gotta live my life. Gotta live your life. Hey, I'm just messing with you. Listen, I'm praying that God will do something specific the next 3 months of your life. But you have to participate. I told you my prayer is that October Super Celebration is life-changing for people. My prayer is that Thanksgiving, do we really have Thanksgiving? Is life-changing for people. I'm also praying that when the new year changes, that we've already shifted. So when we get to the new year of this calendar, not the one that just passed last Tuesday. Now we're in, we just passed the Day of Atonement. I don't teach that a lot because some people don't understand it, but here's the deal. I like the atonement, but the atonement is another word in there. Me and Bishop Turner always turns me on. We'll be there in a couple of weeks. All the things that are happening, the feast, they just finished the feast and had prayer from, watch this. The Day of Atonement is not just atonement. If you read it real good, it's at one mint. It's the day that when you can atone, which puts you back in the place of one with God. Okay. You have to want to be different. Not just atonement. Because see, for me, atonement keeps me repenting, which I don't mind doing as I'm doing it. But then I don't want to have a day of it. I have to have a life of atonement. But then the other side of atonement is that I have to have the at one mint. At one mint. That puts me in a place where when I repent and I atone for what I've done, or what I've been doing, or what has happened, that the vision that God gives me is verification that I'm back at one mint. The dreams he gives me, I'm back at one mint. The prophetic word he gives me, that's accurate. I'm back at one mint. So I don't focus on the atone, because the atonement says I'm a sinner saved by grace forever. It never moves me to the place where I am right now the righteousness of God, which means right now, the Bible says right now the righteousness, which right now means I'm at one now. Come on, that's it right there. I'm at one now. That at one mint, oh my God, that's powerful. So here's my last question y'all gave me. Ms. Nicole Abbott, she gave it to me, so I got to get out of here. Y'all put it together. Pierre, morning, man. I saw you last night. I'll send you pictures later. At one mint puts me in a place. Pierre on here, y'all. Come on, Pierre's on here. At one mint says, and here's my question of closing. What would you do if you know you were at one with God right now? At one mint, you were one with God. God knows your issues. He knows your problems. He knows your situation. He knows your struggle. And he's allowed you to have, the Bible says his mercies are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. So right now it's morning. So you have new mercy. What you did yesterday was yesterday. What you have not done today, guess what? You have not done. So therefore right now God calls you, you are one with me. What would you do today? How would you live out your day? Thank you, Father. If you started your day realizing God is with me, I'm at one with God, what would you do? Who would you pray for? What would you impart? What would you say? How would you live? What would you believe for? What would you cancel? Who would you ignore? Who would you tell? No. What would you do if you realize that you were at one with God? At one meant. Meant is a y'all messing with my mind. I feel y'all pulling on me. Meant does not mean meant for something. That MENT is almost like cement. It is sealed. So when you have atonement, it's fine. But when you have at one meant, it means you're at one with him and nothing can change it but you. We're at one. We're one with. What would you do? What have you been procrastinating about? What have you been contemplating but you've not applied your faith to? What have you been playing with and not really pushing with? It's an amazing time to realize you're at one with God. Yeah, Trish, it's more than that. See, unification is two coming together. At one meant is when the two become one. Like God tells you what to do, and it's unification is a good word, but at one meant is a little more meshed. Like unification is this unified. At one meant means they are tighter than this. What would you do if you know, and it has to be tighter than this because great is he that's in you, so that you see me, but you don't, if he's present. Oh, okay. Got it. Just say got it. That's how we operate now. So when our frustration comes, we have to say, I'm at one with God. That's not God. That's me. So I can't respond from me. I got to respond from the atonement that I've already made to be at one. I atoned to be at one. The atonement was made for us. So we make the atonement to him in forgiveness and repentance so we can be one with him. This is how you win. You plan your life to win. Gotta let y'all go. I'm going on this whole Bible study thing. Y'all messing me up. So I'm preparing to watch people win the rest of the year. I'm not looking for their downfall. I'm not looking for revenge. I'm not moving in witchcraft type stuff. I'm looking to watch the winners. Seeing you struggle, and I push you across the line. No, you're not late. I came on early, Ms. Brooks. I came on early. So go back and listen to it. I'll be coming on at 6:40 for 2 weeks, and then we go to what y'all asked for, 6:35, 6:25. That leads to 6:30, so I'll be off by now. I'm finna get off now because I'm done. Y'all let me too long. My God. Okay, I gotta go. This is so good. Thank you, Alasia. This is good. But listen, I'm praying for y'all. I'm at the place now. If I see you at the line, I'm a different kind of guy. I'm sorry. If I see you at the line and we're in the race, and we're not first, second, or third, guess what? I'm subject to push you across the line in front of me. That's the kind of person I am. I want to see you win. But when I see people who push back, I will no longer be behind you. I can't deal with push. I'm too mature, too old, and too giving to deal with pushback. And I will not deal with fallout. I'll ignore it and move on. Because there are more people who are ready. Anybody ready for the push? Let's go. We'll see y'all on Sunday morning. God bless y'all, man. Campus, we got to talk. You got to text me a time when you can talk. Whenever y'all ready. No rush, y'all. No rush. I got to just make some things happen. All right. Y'all have an amazing Friday. Listen, Sunday is about to be bananas. I already know. So if you anywhere in the Houston area, get to the truth. Sunday morning, 9:50. It's about to be bananas. I promise you. Yeah, it's first Sunday, but first Sunday after the New Year. Let's see how that works. First Sunday after you realize at one minute. First Sunday after you realize deliverance does not have to be loud. It just needs to be intentional. Ooh, let's go. If you're on here and you didn't like the post, hit that like a love button. We'll see you again next week, 6:40, next Friday, 6:40 a.m. Gotcha. Have an amazing day. Know we're praying for you. We love you. Nothing you can do about it. Have an amazing winning day. I'm sorry. And no matter what happens in your life, know this and don't forget this. After it all said and done, after the dust settles, you can win anyway if you just decide. that you're going to live your life intentionally winning. Peace. See you soon.